Hello and Assalamualaikum. My name is Natika Binti Amran. My matrix number is 201271.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Siti Aisyah binti Mat Yusof. Matric number 201720.
My name is Nurin Atira binti Nur Hisham Alayi Zakaria and my matrix number is 203098.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Sofina Syahra bint Muhammad Jalani, matric number 200407.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Umaira binti Muhammad Razak. My matric number is 200764. So today we are going to discuss, we have given the theme and the focus. So the theme is cyberbullying and the focus or the question here is, fear should play a more important role in tackling cyberbullying, and what is your view? So my view on these issues is, I think peers does play an important role in these issues because peers are the closest to us, like our friends, our roommates, our classmates. So they must have been shared the same problem, the same dilemmas as a student, or maybe as a teenager in nowadays teenager. So I think they are more understanding and more empathetic towards this kind of situation. So they should know how to overcome these issues, overcome cyberbullying in our society. So I wanted to ask Atika, what is your point of view in this issues? Should peers play important role, or maybe there's also other authorities like parents or schools to overcome this issue?
Okay, I partially agree with this statement. Peers should play important role because most of the cyberbullying occurs in teens and young adults. So peers, and like Umaira said, peers is the closest person to people who is a victim of cyberbullying. But in my opinion, government should also play an important role because they have the authority to actually take actions to people who cyberbullying others. So that's my view. So what is your view, Sophie?
I personally think that cyberbullying is not just for peers to prevent, because as for the cyberbulliers themselves, they should try to stop themselves from try to write negative comments about others. So what do you think, Aisha?
Okay, so in my point of view, I agree with Atika and Sophie because in my case, in my previous school, I have not a friend because she always isolate herself, and one day we find out that she has a fake account that she commenting the she mock on everyone that she hate. Though we know that she is not close to anybody, so that's why maybe because she is being bullied, so that's why I think when it comes to the cyberbully, peers might not play the important role because it can be also happen to someone that might have no friends. Okay, so what's your view, Nurin?
Okay, in my opinion, for the case of cyberbullying itself, it has a lot of contributing factors. So it's not just peers that plays an important role, but I think that it's because that cyberbullying is the person that cyberbullies is always strangers or person that we don't know personally on the internet. So peers it's not they don't play an important role in tackling this issue because I think that peers, they of course we spend time with them, but we don't know what our friends do online. Like in Aisha's case, her friend we don't know them what they do in their personal life, like in their room, in their free time. So in the case of cyberbullying, it has a lot of factors such as the attitude of the person itself and the awareness of the person about cyberbullying, what it could do to other people. I think that's what I think. So Umaira, um, in your opinion, do you agree or disagree after hearing all of us disagree that peers should play a more important role in cyberbullying?
I'm partially agree because I know that peers are not the only one who should be tackling these issues. There must be a lot of others need to contribute to overcome these cyberbullying issues, such as parents, schools, and maybe as a society, like general society. Like you don't have to be teenagers; it must be come from an adult. Just because cyberbullying is not just among teenagers, high school students. It's also can occur in adult. Like nowadays, I also saw some harsh comments about other people's life, and surprisingly, it doesn't always come from teenagers, but it also comes from the adult also. So yeah, I'm partially agree that peers are not the only one who should play an important role to overcome these issues. So do you guys have any different views to share? Anyone?
Um, I think the other groups of people that should play important role is maybe teachers, because sometimes kids that cyberbullying others, they don't know the impact of cyberbullying, the thing that they did. So awareness must be must be given to kids as young as 12 uh, to make sure that they know the impact of cyberbullying. So when maybe when they are young and know the impact, the cyberbullying cases can be decreased. So what are your views on that?
Okay, I still agree with Atika's view because and I think the most important people that can take role to tackling the cyberbullying is parents. This is because if it comes to mind, parents is the first person that such as give us phone. So the first person to show us the word of the online. So maybe if our parent always monitor us while see what we do with our phone and internet and whatsoever. So I think parent is the most important person to tackling the cyberbullying issue. Okay, so what's your another view?
Uh, I'm partially agree, but also partially disagree with your point because, yeah, parents do play a major role in this to overcome this cyberbullying. But if you could observe nowadays, do really parents does parents nowadays really um, aware of what their children do in social media, especially like you can see that those cringy comments, those cringy posts about just getting those little kids that just got a new boyfriend or new girlfriend, those cringy posts in the social media. Do you think their parents really aware of what their kids are doing in social media? Like I know parents are the does play does play a major role to overcome this issue, but I think it's just that in reality it's somehow somehow it does not like how we think they are. So you know what I mean? Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah. That's
Yes.
my
Yeah,
Okay. Okay. Okay,
okay.
Sophie.
I utterly agree with Umaira because, yeah, most parents nowadays seems like um doesn't even care about what their children do. I mean, um, maybe they care, but sometimes as a teenagers they tend to lie to their parents saying that I have online class, but they just uh, go through social media and all. So I think my point is the bullies themselves should be ultimately responsible for what they have been doing about others. Okay. Okay. So what's your view, Noreen?
Okay, I strongly agree with Myra and Sophie that parents, they don't really, they play a role in educating their children, but they don't have the time and effort. They don't have enough time and effort to put into uh, educating their children. So that's why kids are sent to schools, and parents really trust like our friends at school to be good friends to their children. And then I think that in the case of cyberbullying, in my point of view, that it really, at the end of the day, it really comes to the person itself, who depends on their attitude and their mind, their thinking. It's like if a person have a bad personality, they will show it in a way or another. So I think that peers, they really don't play an important role at all in tackling the cyberbullying issue, because as a person we should educate ourselves and be aware of the things that are happening around us, and put some thought into what we are doing that would affect other people. Yeah, so that's my view. So do anyone have anything to disagree?
Yeah, I agree with what Noreen said because just for those bullies, just pretend that we are on the same shoes with what are the one that we are talking to. I mean, okay, let's say we say you're fat and ugly. I just pretend that we are on their shoes. So what do you think? I mean, everyone have their own heart to um is I mean okay. Okay, so that's my view. What do you think?
So my
Anyone?
my view is that beside peers, I think people who have a lot of authority or power can actually tackling this cyberbullying better than peers, because they have power to strengthen the law or and take action to the cyberbullying. Because some, even though we scold them saying that what you did is bad and stuff like that, but they won't take it seriously because they think that it doesn't matter because nothing will ever happen to them. So when people like police or investigator find actually take this person and take it to law or court, so maybe you can set as an example like what you did is wrong and this is what is going to happen to them. So I think authority has the most important role because they have the power to actually prevent this cyberbullying happens. Yeah.
But when I think about it again, I think peers might play the important role because when if you wait a minute. If you think if someone they have friends, so maybe they can hang out together, they can do something more valuable, so I think that they don't really have to be the bullies, you know what I mean. So they can do many things besides being a bullies because they have friends. So the peers might be one of the most important role to tackling the cyberbullies issue.
Yes, I do agree with Aisha because, and also I wanted to add that peers are not just our classmates, our roommates, our acquaintance who are the same age as us, but peers also could be the young influencer who came from the same generation, same interests. Maybe the age gap is not that big, so they are considered as peers to us. Like nowadays we have Insta famous, TikTokers. So I think these young influencers, they actually play a major role to overcome cyberbullying by maybe doing some TikTok dance, or maybe creating some silly and funny memes about cyberbullying that also not just to entertain people, to entertain society, but also to give the message to the society, not just teenagers, but to the whole general communities. So, do you guys have any like different views or maybe another new ideas about these issues?
Well,
I
I
agree with
think
Umaira. Okay. Okay, you
uh,
first.
okay. Um, so I think my point of view have changed since hearing Aisha and Umaira's point of view. That peers do play an important role because even though peers, like Umaira said, we have some influencers on social media. Those things can be accessed by a lot of people. So those positive awareness that is being spread around would be a great impact in tackling the cyberbullying issue, even though it might not reach a small, like it might not reach any other people that is in that platform, but it is still a huge contributor in tackling the cyberbullying issue. So Sophie?
Uh, I think I agree with what Noreen said because as a peers, they should not support what the bulliers do. They should refuse to pass along the negative message or comment by retweeting or share what the negative content about other people. And also tell their friends to stop bullying other people. Okay. So I think we should conclude this topic.
Okay, so Atika, do you have the same view, or you also change your mind to agree about this?
Um, I mean, the all the points that have been discussed is good, and my view is still on disagree, but I will go with majority. So in conclusion, that we all the majority agree that peers should play an important role because peers some peers are influencers that have platform that can raise awareness about cyberbullying, and peers are the most the closest people to the victim of cyberbullying, and yeah, so that's all.
That's all.
All.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Thank you.